Hi everyone, I know it's been a while since I've posted an update, but I thought I should post an official video regarding my opinion on The Last Airbender. A lot of you already know what my views on the casting are, but before I make an official boycott video, I just want to clarify a few things. First of all, there are a lot of misconceptions about what race bending is about and what the community is striving for, and I don't speak for the whole community, I just speak for myself right now. But I know that my opinions are shared by many. I have nothing against the actors playing the characters in The Last Airbender. I'm sure Nicola Peltz, Noah Ringer, Dev Patel, and Jackson Rathbone, I'm sure they all have fantastic acting abilities, and I have never once doubted their acting abilities. And I'm sure that they were chosen for their merit. I never denied that that was the case. But the thing is that that's not the central issue here. It's not about those particular actors' acting ability. It's about the opportunities that were denied to potential Asian actors that could have auditioned for those roles. Because let's face it, the opportunities for Asian actors or Native American actors, if it comes to Katara and Sokka's case, are far and few between in Hollywood. And The Last Airbender was a chance for them to potentially have leading roles, which is something that almost never happens. And then you take a movie like The Last Airbender and you slap a Caucasian or any other ethnicity label on the casting calls. Not only does that make it unlikely for any Asian actors to audition because their agents will not be looking for casting calls that say Caucasian, but it also basically shows what the studio was looking for in the first place. It's very easy to not put any specified ethnicity on a casting call, but they clearly did, and I think that speaks for something, no matter how much Frank Marshall will claim that he had nothing to do with it. Okay, second of all, I have nothing against the actors in the movie for their skin color. Anyone who's suggesting that is way off the mark. I joined this protest because I think that having white actors play Asian characters is just not right. I think it's wrong. And, I mean, that's just the way I see things morally in terms of discriminatory practices in Hollywood. And people keep sending me messages, calling me very unkind things, that's an understatement, telling me that I'm going to destroy the Avatar franchise, like, what have you done? You wouldn't believe the type of messages I've been getting. But my point on this is that these accusations of reverse racism are baseless, and you people who are giving them to me, you know that. You know that I have nothing against white actors for their skin color. I'm white, why would I have something against them? I just believe that the opportunities for Asian actors that were overlooked is the key issue here. And if you're trying to point accusations back at me, then you're just entirely missing the point. Thirdly, this has nothing to do with how good the movie is going to be. Everyone is saying, oh, don't judge a movie before you see it, oh, the effects are going to be good, what if the acting is really good, how can you judge the plot of a movie before you see it? My answer, you can't. But this isn't about how good the movie is going to be. This is about what was done behind the scenes. Shyamalan has said some things in interviews. He's kind of thrown Sifu Kisu under the bus in terms of claiming that the martial arts in the show came from, were copied from martial arts movies, which isn't true. Sifu Kisu worked on all the martial arts sequences for Avatar the animated series. And they've also, just the way they handled the casting, they failed to acknowledge the controversy until at least over a year after the cast was announced. I don't have any respect for this production team that worked for the movie, and I mean, regardless of how well the plot is and how nice the special effects are, well, Sokka liked the special effects in the Ember Island Players, right? I mean, that's not the point here. And I mean, even if the actors do a fantastic job, that's just, it's missing the point of this whole thing. This isn't about, the quality of the movie. This is about the decisions made by people in charge. And that's just how I feel about it. And as a result, I am not going to give them my money. I am not going to see this movie. I think that to do that would be going against what I believe in, and that's just not the way I am. I'm not going to see a movie that I believe, I'm not going to see a movie that I just believe was handled badly in terms of decisions made behind the scenes. And so this is my official boycott video. I am boycotting The Last Airbender movie. and I encourage others to do the same, although I will not, and I have nothing against people who are going to see the movie. I just encourage others not to see it, because I think that the production team for this movie, the producers, do not deserve our money, because we need to show them that what they did in terms of the casting of this movie was just not right, and that they're never, chances are they going to realize that if they don't make a profit on this film? No. And of course they're never going to admit that what they did was wrong. I mean, in my heart I would like for them to apologize, but I know it's not going to happen. The point is that I'm just not going to support it. And I know a lot of you are kind of on the fence. Am I going to see the movie? Am I not going to see the movie? And if you're wavering, just remember this. It's a movie. It will eventually come out on TV. If you don't see it in theaters, it's not going to be the end of the world for you. And I know it might not make the hugest effect on the production, but everyone has to start somewhere. And I really believe that this is a good place to start. It's only a small decision, and I really think that if enough people don't see this movie, then maybe this will be the start of promoting equality in Hollywood. And I know that's a stretch, but I just feel like I'm going to stand up for what I believe in this, and sometimes you have to sacrifice fandom for that. I'm the hugest Avatar fan, and you don't know how upset I am that I can't see this movie. I really, really want to see an Avatar live-action movie. But some things, like I said, some things transcend fandom. And that's just the way I view about it. Right now, my inner fangirl just has to calm down for a little while, and the real me has to just talk myself out of it. So, that's it. That's my opinion on this. And for those of you who continue to disagree with me, I respect your opinions, but I have made up my mind, and I encourage you to look at all the different sides of the argument. Thank you.